Welcome to Cut the Sith Reading Club, episode 22, the season finale. Yes,
Nicely done.
we're not ending today. We're going on indefinite hiatus.
It's true.
So it's the
Well,
season.
no one's ever really gone. You know?
Exactly. We might come back after the summer, after White Boy Summer. Who knows?
We might come back after the time skip arc and become even stronger Star Wars content reviewers.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna come back jacked and ripped. My 3 kids.
Careful
So
what you say.
Want to do.
we will be discussing chapters 18 to 26, Into the Dark by Claudia Gray. And I gotta tell you, I love Claudia Gray. Not her best work.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment.
All right, everyone, how you doing? How you feeling about the season finale before we get back into the book? Because the book wasn't that good, so.
And right before the new Thrawn book, same day that the new Thrawn book comes out, is the day that we put book club on hold. It's a shame. I know how much Yona was looking forward to
Colin sent
all
me
the lore.
a photo this afternoon.
I mean,
of Redchus Rising.
I'm not gonna lie and say that the reason book club ended is because I want to read this as quick as possible and don't want to like divvy it up between a few weeks. I'm gonna read this on my flight.
There you go.
No, but now, we started this when there was nothing to do and we stuck inside. I mean, 3 of us are fully vaccinated, right? Steve, are you fully vaccinated?
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be 2 weeks since my second shot, so yeah.
Alex got his first shot today, so it's like
Nice.
all the guidelines come out. You don't have to wear a mask outside if you're vaccinated, so it's like we can do shit now. We couldn't do shit last year. We can do shit now.
Mhm.
So it's like, do I really want to be stuck inside reading my book during White Boy Summer with my hero Chet Hanks? So maybe we'll come back in the fall. But for right now, it's the season finale. So, Yona, how you doing?
Oh, this is bittersweet, actually. So I had to run a quick errand and was saying to Sharon, this is the last night of book club. And she looks at me and goes, hasn't it been like a really long time?
In a year.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
been
Exactly.
almost exactly a year because I registered the domain for cutthesith.com on May 24th last year.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Because they asked me, they were like, your renewal's coming up soon. I'm going to cancel that because I never actually used the domain for anything.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Steve, I have these 2 terrorists coming over for a barbecue in like a week. So it's bittersweet to end this.
Steve lives in Philly, otherwise I would invite him.
I'd
I
make
know.
the truck
That's
up here
why,
if I
Steve,
could,
you're invited if you want to shoot over for. I've got a guest bed and everything.
Sure, man. I'll drive 8 hours. Yeah. No, I think I might be booked, but I hope you all have a fun time. I'll be with you in spirit.
It's a mini Collins celebration.
That's right. It's a Life Day celebration.
Yeah.
It's a Life Day celebration
So,
of
Steve,
Watch some
Colin's
movies,
life.
eat some food, chill
how you
out.
doing, young Steve?
I'm doing good. We're about a week out from May the 4th.
Yes, we are.
Bad
Bad Batch coming out. Thrawn Ascendancy. Greater Good out today. Bunch of stuff coming out in the summer, Star Wars content wise. Apparently, we might be getting a KOTOR remake potentially.
The Bounty Hunter War Arc, I think, starts this week or next week.
I'm so behind on Star Wars comic books, so
That's gonna cross over with all the, not the High Republic ones, the ones that take place between episodes 5 and 6. I was gonna say the present
Vader
ones, but they all take place between
Wars
5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gone.
And Afra too, I guess.
Yeah, it's Afra, Vader, Star Wars, and Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
The 4 of them are crossing over.
I'm so out of touch. I don't know what's new and what's happening these days.
I'm right there with
Really hoping that they announce some sweet merch next week. That's really what I'm looking forward to the most. I want Sideshow to be like, hey, Hot Toys is going to re-release Bespin Luke for May the 4th. And I'll snap that shit right up.
I would buy that because I canceled the Snow Speeder one in case they re-release that one or they release the one for Mandalorian. Because I really only want one Luke, so I don't really. So I just canceled the Snow Speeder on $8 to $25.
That's
Alex,
fair.
how you doing?
I'm good. Goodbye, everybody. We'll all miss you.
Listen, we're gonna have Comic Book Club on Facebook. Oh, Alex isn't on Facebook. We're gonna have Comic Book Club on Facebook. We're still
And on Discord too,
Yeah, the
probably.
Discord
I'm sure
will
we're
still
going
be
to talk
talking
about it
about
on the
books.
Discord.
we're gonna
We'll
be
still
talking
be
about
sharing.
Thrawn
Also
Ascendancy.
talking about books.
We're just basically gonna do the same thing, except it's not gonna be on Zoom or YouTube.
We're going to be sharing some dank memes as we find them, or maybe even as we make them.
Listen,
So
if you guys want to talk about Thrawn Ascendancy, great or good with me, I will be reading that starting on April 30th.
Colin, you're gonna have to teach me how to use Discord. I feel old as fuck for not
I
knowing
taught
how
myself
to.
how to use it.
It still
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me.
Ryan taught me. Ryan basically
Ryan
did our
taught.
entire Discord for us because I didn't know how to do it. I just Ryan's like, I
Shout out to
moderate a few Discords. And I was like, all right, Ryan.
Still makes zero sense to me.
So how'd y'all think of the book?
Rushed ending, but better ending than I thought it was gonna be.
The last page is the best part of the entire book.
because Martian Rowe shows up, and that's how I knew that Colin
I
would
thought of
enjoy it.
Alex as soon as I read that. I was like, oh, he's freaking out
And
right now.
The second best part of the book was they confirmed that Geode is a living sentient being.
I still don't trust him. Trust him even less now.
Reith
He-
sensed him. He was a living sentient being, and he saved his life. He turned the oxygen on.
Listen, that's all fine and good. He's got no face. He has no facial expressions. He creeps me out. He just shows up. He has this massive underground arms network.
Yeah, he's
Can't be
pretty cool.
trusted.
He's a good guy to be an ally with.
Speaking
He's like
of stuff that,
Hondo.
oh, well, you finish, Colin. You
He's like the Hondo of rock people.
Oh,
I was gonna say, speaking of stuff that really creeps you out, I didn't really start getting invested in this book until the Drengir showed up. As soon as they showed up and started talking about like, oh, this one talks too much, it is talkative meat or whatever, and like, you know, there are these living carnivorous plants. It felt very Lovecraft and very like intense, and they were kind of I guess they're kind of comparable to the Loth Wolves from Star Wars Rebels, but like the dark side sort of parallel to that. And I thought that that was really neat. And if they'd been in the books like more consistently and like didn't wait until like the last third for them to show up, I would have been like, this book is tight. This book is great.
mhm.
They do not do enough to save the book for me. They do make it more enjoyable towards the end. I wish they'd shown up sooner.
When they announced
I'll
the
agree with
book,
that.
the whole like all the one snippet I knew about it was that they would have to deal with the Drengir.
Wait,
So I thought they
I'm
would be
gonna
in more of the book
interrupt
than they
you
were.
for a sec. You didn't get strong Kang and Kodos vibes from the Drengar when they showed up? From The
No.
Simpsons? Because that's
I could
immediately
see
what
it.
I did. I was like, these guys are just, stewing this person, like feeding them, whatever. And anyway, that's what I got. Straight up Simpsons, like these guys are here to be nice, probably going to eat you if you give them a chance. And that's like, yeah, that's what I got.
That's what
Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
The aliens from The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to check on Colin.
Sorry, I'm distracted by like 6 different things right now.
Oh,
It's
the
the
Drengir.
season finale, and I did not like the last book we read.
A
So it's a
shame.
bittersweet ending.
I guess we should maybe read another book before wrapping up so that we can end it on a high note for you,
Not
right?
Thrawn if you want me involved.
We could do the second High Republic adult novel, Rise
I
and
do
Storm.
another High Republic.
Rising Storm comes out in like what, June or July?
I think it's like June 29th. I think it's the end
We
of
could
June.
do like a 2-month hiatus or whatever, and then come back in the summer and then end it on a higher note with the High Republic in a High Republic book that hopefully doesn't suck as much as Into the Dark did.
I mean, I'd say it won't because my guy Kevin Scott's writing it, and he always replies to me on Twitter.
That's true. Yes, he does.
That's loyalty, hustle, and respect.
I stopped
I
reviewing the
appreciate it.
comics specifically because I knew he was like replying to me all the time. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's too much pressure now that people are watching them. So I stopped. I mean, the artist of the book commented on one of the videos. And that's when I quit. I was like, I'm done.
He's just like, I'm too seen right now. I can't deal with this.
I Costanza it. I left on a high note.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, but speaking of the comics, though, the Drengir are fucking awesome in the comics.
Yeah, I've seen some panels of them in action. They look really dope. I would totally include them in a Star Wars tabletop campaign. I would homebrew that shit and
Sorry, I'm
insert
watching
them
the
in
Red
there.
Sox game.
Watching the Red Sox game on your last night of book club with us.
Bobby Dahlbeck just his first home run of the season. I was very excited.
Where's your loyalty? Where is your hustle? Where is your respect?
I don't know if I can show the Red Sox game or on YouTube will we get banned.
I don't think we can do that. No.
I was gonna flip the screen and just show you. But yeah, though, when they announced this book, because it was basically like, Light of the Jedi is gonna deal with the Nile. This book's gonna deal with the Drengir, and then I'm just like, where are the Drengir for most of this book?
Just shaking leaves in the background. That's where they are, shaking leaves.
Like, I get a slow burn, but it's like, that was a
real fucking slow
very slow burn. And then, like, the payoff was, like, rushed. Like, it was like, okay, now it's over.
Oh, what do y'all think about Des being alive?
I liked it just because I liked Des as a character. Mm-hmm. But even then, at the same time, I'm like, oh, all right, we're just going to this random hyperspace place where there were more Drengir just clearly sitting the fuck around, looking around at a broken pod like, guys, what are we supposed to do here? I don't know. We'll just sit here and poison this one and make meat jokes the entire time. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, you're fucking frightening in the comics. Be more frightening here.
And how about Des being straight up done with the Jedi? At least that's how I took it, is that he was like, I've been so mind-fucked that I am done and I need to go.
Yeah, he wound up taking that vow of, like, self-imposed exile, basically. Yeah.
Wow. It's like, I liked that aspect of it because I thought that was cool. Because I also remember that from the Vader comic, and I thought that Jedi was super.
He should have just stayed.
It was a good callback to that.
He should have stayed dead.
I was just by the end of it, I was like, all right, let's get this over with. And then the thing with Nan, I was hoping it would lead back to the eye, and it did.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm like, come on, Jesus Christ. Like, even the Nile in the book were subpar. Like, it was just like, oh, there's an explosion, and they ran away. And I was like, all right.
She has a bunch of dope tattoos.
Good.
That's all we're gonna do. No, I wish that the Nihil had done more as well. I felt just underwhelmed with a lot of the stuff that happened in this book. And I don't know. I don't really know how to articulate it. I'm just kind of like disappointed.
I feel that it
could have been a lot better.
And the whole 25 years in the past, listen, when you're building it up over 6-7 fucking chapters,
nothing happens.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The other fucking prisoner got shot because you deflected the bolt the wrong way. Get the fuck over it. Like, I'm not trying to be mean here, but you guys are Jedi. Come on. Like, come on now. Like that was it.
Just gonna say it. Controversial opinion: Lost Stars and Master and Apprentice, both better books.
Yep.
I don't think that's controversial.
I haven't read Bloodlines yet, but I've heard excellent things about Bloodlines. I've heard wonderful things. Yeah. It's weird. I guess this one was just kind of like a rare miss for her. Because I love her other books that I've read. So I don't know why.
I was looking over the list of the books in the back. I haven't read her non-Star Wars stuff, but her Star Wars stuff, I haven't read Bloodlines, but like I heard it was great. And the other ones that I did read are fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And like, Lost Stars was mostly all new characters. You had some like cameos from like OT characters. It was mostly new characters, and I cared about those characters completely throughout the entire book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about anyone in this book except for Geode. He's a fucking rock.
It's like, I liked Reef and everything, don't get me wrong. I thought he was a fun little character, and then at the end where him and Colmac become Master and Apprentice, I was like, all right, well, that's nice. But even then, at the end, when they just ended on Starlight Beacon and we're all sitting around fucking clapping like, oh, what's next? It's like, I don't know. Give me a little something more that's definite. Like, are these
What
people
about
never
the
coming back again?
spice? What about the spice being medicinal? The entire
Mhm.
secret
Mhm.
thing
Course
in
it's
the
medicinal.
ship.
Duh.
I didn't know they
Legalized
had
spice.
medicinal spice in the Star Wars universe. That was fun to find out.
That felt a little contemporary. Yeah.
Just rub spice all over him.
Yeah, get it in his
Breathe it
mouth, tuck it in his ear a little bit.
It's like there was some good content and some really good ideas, I think, but it was just rushed. All the fun
Yeah.
stuff was just completely fucking rushed.
Okay,
I
so
wonder if the book was rushed too, like with all this High Republic push for content.
Well, they
Like
delayed all the High Republic stuff
hmm
maybe it had already gone to printers though.
because it was supposed to start in August last year because of the pandemic. Everything got pushed back. So the
That's
first
right,
book
yeah.
came out in January. So all of the High Republic stuff got pushed like 6 months.
So maybe I missed this or just didn't have enough time to read it properly. But the way they got to the Drengir planet was pretty much like mini ship, boom, shoots you there, and you're on the planet. Yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, you just jump.
And they missed that?
Like that's another little thing I was a little confused about. I was
it
like,
didn't make any sense to me.
like nobody detected a pod breaching off real quick and jumping into hyperspace. But even then, that's another rushed point. And I feel like, especially with Claudia Gray, like if she was dragging something out, like it was worth it and was super rich with detail and content. And I feel like this, even listening to the audiobook, like it kind of just blew by.
Anyway, got anything else to say on the book before we go over our favorite memories of book club?
Oh, Jesus. We have to jog the memory warehouse.
What we need to do though, Colin, is we need to when you're editing this, you need to do this as a clip show. Be like, oh, do you remember that time when? And then it cuts to
Can't
our
edit
discussion.
anything. I will give someone the hard drive and they can do it. I tried editing for my comic book videos. It's so bad I gave up after like 3 of them.
I mean, I went to film school. I can finally put my useless degree to good use. So
I miss book club. I'm gonna miss never talking to you guys again. Never seeing you guys again.
No, it's it. It's over. Goodbye, everybody.
game over.
The next
was
time I
12
see or
last
talk to Steve is gonna be at his wedding.
That's true.
We're just gonna show up there. Like, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, you're here too. Weird.
Expect you to
Wild.
be here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the Steve Wortman she's marrying?
Wild. Who'd have thunk? I don't really have anything to add for this book. I guess I did really like the part where Dez and Reith fought each other and their little segment where it was just like, all the Padawans really looked forward to dueling class, even though it was pretty useless because no one ever fought each other. And this was like extreme emergency, last resort stuff. And now we're actually fighting. And I guess it's interesting to kind of like justify having a lightsaber duel in a period where the Sith like aren't around publicly yet. So I thought that was a neat touch. Also, Reith just kind of felt like Diet Cal Kestis to me. Maybe that was why I had kind of a hard time getting into it. I love Cal. He's great. He's not the most like fleshed out or interesting character, but he's still interesting. But Reith, I felt like, was even more like watered down, diluted Cal Kestis. And that, I think, is why I had a hard time getting into like his story.
Now,
I won't disagree with that.
is Marchion Ro going to show up in like all the books, even the ones he's not like a major threat in, like Thanos just at the end?
He's got that Wolverine publicity. I think he's
Not,
like
fucking recruiting everyone.
exactly. I'm here to talk to you about the Nile initiative.
I think they're going to kill him.
I hope they don't. I really don't want them to. I know they're going to, but
You said Marshawn?
He's going to turn to the dark side and become a Sith Lord.
I wouldn't want that. I'd rather him die as the true eye if he does have to go. But I also did like the other little Sith factoid that it was like the Sith that ended up imprisoning the Drengir, not the Jedi or anything.
Yeah.
But it's like that's all you really fucking got out of this book. I was like, come on, nothing else, guys.
Nothing else.
Did bust my heart up a little bit, but hopefully she'll come back with another better book.
Yeah.
I hope so. I know she will. I have faith in her. I mean, all the other books are good. This is the rare miss, so I assume that the other ones will be good.
I agree. I feel like her next one's going to be good. I feel like this was just a weird one for her.
So what is the next book? And no, not like for the club, but in the High Republic series.
I don't know when Out of the Shadows comes out. That's the next young adult book. Rise and Storm is the next adult novel. That comes out June 29th. And I'll be reading that as well.
Out of the Shadows is July 27th.
Okay. So Rise and Storm comes out June 29th. And then the manga got delayed to September 7th. Which I'm excited for the manga.
That'll be dope.
I forget what that's called though.
And then the Acolyte's not coming till like when? Who even knows? I don't think they're even filming it yet. So
Yeah, that's near the end of it too. That's like 50 years before Phantom Menace.
mhm.
Because it's supposed to be. Because it says at the tail end of the High Republic, and I think the Chinese exclusive book confirms that like the High Republic ends 50 years before Phantom Menace.
Mhm. I believe you are correct.
So I'm hoping we see like Tenebrous and Plagueis.
I hope so.
Me too.
Oh no, I enjoyed book club,
Me too.
I did too.
and I will keep doing this. But we need a fucking break. We've gone every other Tuesday more or less for a year.
Mhm.
Yes, we have.
I need to read some non-Star Wars books. Is why I need a break.
That's exactly what I
Reasonable.
said earlier. That's
Reasonable.
what I was thinking earlier. Is like I love Star Wars, but I need
I'm gonna read some non-Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
I want to read Dune before the movie comes out in October.
Ugh.
And let's see how many pages that is. It's fucking huge. Look at this thing. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, man, that's a read.
It is. No, that's the appendix. Was the actual last page of the book.
Yes.
617 pages.
Oh, come on, it's child's play.
I'm gonna read
That's
this
not that
before
bad.
October. There is an entire like glossary in the back of this book. Look at this. They're like fucking definitions.
Have you seen the original movie
I haven't seen anything. I don't know. I know nothing about Dune.
with Sting?
I know very little about Dune.
I never saw the original movie. I never saw like the mini series that was on like 2000 or whenever the hell that was.
The original movie was one of those. As a kid, I'd throw it on just to be able to fall asleep.
I'm just pumped to see the new movie because I like all the actors in it.
The original one was
Batista,
not bad.
Aquaman, Timothy Champagne.
Poe Dameron.
Yep.
Always Poe Dameron.
So I was like, I might as well read the book before October.
Yeah, there's
I've-
spice in Dune.
I've been reading nothing but Star Wars books and fucking comic books for the last year, so I need to broaden my horizon, read some other shit. I'll still read my Star Wars books too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm still gonna binge read Star Wars books.
I'm going to have to find the name of the website, but there's this bookstore in I want to say like Washington or Oregon or something that is partnering with Timothy Zahn to do like autographed Star Wars books of his. And I ordered a copy of Greater Good for a friend of mine and asked if he could do a personalized autograph, and that's getting sent out next week. So I'm going to find the website because I'd sent it to Colin, but I will share it in the Discord for the two of you and for all like 5 of our viewers if they want to buy from this bookstore and get an autograph from Timothy Zahn. Support local businesses over larger conglomerates and whatnot. So
Alex, that was posted by ESPN in Israel.
Ridiculous.
I love Timothy. I saw a review of Greater Good, and it was like, they said it wasn't as good as Chaos Rising. So Yona's gonna fucking hate it.
I can only imagine. Maybe I'll pick it up for like shits and giggles.
Did you get the autographed version of the first one? Because I think you did the same thing for the first book.
No, I just got the Barnes and Noble one. Whatever one had the version with the blue tinted pages, which I believe was Barnes and Noble. I did not get an autograph. I might go back and see if he can autograph something for me, but I wanted to get an autograph for someone else.
I forget what the reason was, but they said they couldn't tint the pages for the second one. That made me very upset. I wanted my red.
I agree, and I mean with the red cover too, like it would look so.
Red cover's so fucking sexy.
It would pop like really, really well. I feel with that contrast.
Hold on, where's my book at? I've talked more about this fucking thing than the book we actually read. My Thrawn fucking bookmark.
Oh, that's a
Very nice.
I got it from some dude on Etsy. Oh, look at this thing. Hold on, let's do some Thrawn terminology here.
It's really a miss now that you say without the red pages.
Yeah. The dramatis personae.
Oh, it doesn't even show up on this. Damn. The red chiss rising.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
But who is Jixtus? He's in the dramatis personae. I want to know who he is.
Yep. I'm hoping.
I like how they have a whole page of military ranks now too, Yona.
Yeah,
Did they actually explain it?
Yeah, there's Supreme Admiral, Supreme General, Fleet Admiral, Senior General, Admiral General, Mid-Admiral, Mid-General, Commodore, Senior Captain, Senior Commander, Mid-Commander, Junior Commander, Lieutenant, Senior Warrior, Mid-Warrior, Junior Warrior.
Yeah, that's too much.
I'm going to have to memorize all this shit for the next time I go to a Star Wars Quizzo once it's safe for me to go and do Star Wars Quizzo nights again.
This book is going to be super political, I assume.
It's just I'm hyped. I can't wait.
Oh, I'm fucking saving it for the plane
Inject
on Friday.
That shit directly into my veins.
I'm
Absolutely.
fucking saving it for the plane on Friday. I might take notes. I took notes for the first one because of book club, and we were gonna do like that trivia thing. So I know the first one like front and back. So I might take notes for the second one too, just because. Even though someone, Alex, has decided to end book club.
Oh yeah. Don't put that on me.
Listen, we're still going to be talking about Thrawn Ascendancy. I expect all of you guys to be active in the Discord.
I'm going to be bothering you about Thrawn Ascendancy. I was considering starting tonight, so.
Oh, yeah, start tonight. I was just figuring I'll start Friday because I'm going to save it for the... But I'm not going to fucking finish it before Friday, so I could start before the fucking... You know, I might start before and just read it on the plane, too. Steve's a great idea. I might start tonight as well.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not gonna read the entire book on a 3-hour flight, so I don't need to save it for the plane. I'll still have like halfway through it.
Mm-hmm. So, book club question: what was everyone's favorite book that they read at Star Wars Book Club?
Master and Apprentice.
I was going to say that's a hard question, but
Thrawn Ascendancy, Chaos Rising.
Oh wait, I liked oh my god.
we read a lot. This clearly posed a very difficult question.
Yona thought it was so difficult he left. Walked away.
I didn't mean to be bringing in such heavy questions.
I was like, I'm out.
Rise of the Empire. One of the first ones that we read.
What the fuck is that? I don't remember that at all.
Rise of the Empire. Oh, A New Dawn, probably, yeah.
New Dawn.
Yeah.
That was the very first book you read, right?
That was the first. I think so. That's probably why I liked it the most, because it was only the first new canon I had read.
Okay.
It was all new characters. Fair. Alex, did you say yours?
No, I'm thinking.
Steve,
It's a
what's
very
yours?
difficult question.
I gotta think.
Hold
I'm
on.
not
It
gonna
can't be
say-
Lost Stars because you.
I
read
know
that
that's what
before
I
book
was
club.
literally
Yeah.
just about to say. I'm not gonna say Lost Stars because that's the one that I suggested. And like, I want to suggest something different that I haven't already read. I enjoyed the Afra audiobook. That might be my favorite of the ones that we read and listened to. Is the Afra audiobook.
That character in A New Dawn getting pushed into the vat of chemicals, the husband watching, the video camera, whatever, you know.
Vidian getting wasted in his first book.
Yes.
He was such a good character. I'm pissed they
He
killed
was
him off.
phenomenal. I can't
like,
believe they got rid of him so early.
Unceremoniously.
You know, it was like he would have showed up in Rebels and just been like too cartoony and would have ruined. They didn't kill him off.
He would have been like a cackling, snidely Whiplash type villain, just like, oh, look how better than humans I am because I've gone beyond humanity. Ooh, scary. What else did we read? Master and Apprentice was also pretty good.
Apprentice was awesome.
The ending was extremely abrupt for Master and Apprentice, but it was still good. I enjoyed the dynamic
I
between
honestly
Qui-Gon and
liked
Obi-Wan.
everything we read except for this.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Thrawn Chaos Rising might actually be my favorite book that I've read. I'm not going to say of the whole book club because I didn't read Afra. I listened to Afra.
Was like the good parts of Game of Thrones in space.
Yes.
Everyone
prompts the book.
Even though I sat some of that out, that was good. I don't think I participated in that actual book club.
No, you showed up and said you didn't like the book and didn't understand it.
No. Dooku? No.
I thought you were talking about Thrawn.
No, Thrawn, I fucking hated that shit.
Yeah, because Dooku Jedi Lost, you didn't have like the Audible credit, right?
Not yet, but I got it after, and I did enjoy it. It was pretty much the only reason why I got Audible Plus was to listen to Dooku.
I borrowed it from the library.
Still have it.
I bought the hard copy, which I thought was going to be the story, but in prose, but it was a script. So it was fine. I enjoyed reading the script.
You gonna get the Afro one?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do that for the Afro one.
It just came out like a week ago or so.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I am behind on the times. Colin knowing a lot more about Star Wars than I do.
Well, the only reason is because the Star Wars Twitter I made specifically for Cut the Sith, I have tweet notifications turned on for major Star Wars accounts. So like when they announced it, I got the notification on Twitter. Oh, did someone hack my account?
Nice. That's what you want.
But what about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
I can no longer log into this website with my Facebook account after May 3rd, so they want me to make a password.
Oh, jeez.
It's a lot of work. I'll do that.
Alex, I don't know that we got your answer on your favorite Star Wars.
No, he's trying to buy tie.
No, I have an answer. Light of the Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Really?
That's a good choice, too.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Especially it was all new stuff. Like that was my biggest thing. It's like a whole new timeline. It's all new stuff. I'll give it to it. I'll give it to Light of the Jedi. I was probably the absolute most excited for that book.
That was definitely the most hyped I was for a book just because of the new era and everything.
Yeah, me too. I
would probably put that, Chaos Rising, and Master and Apprentice in like my top 3.
I'm gonna have to, as soon as we get off this call, I'm gonna do a tier maker list for all the Star Wars canon books.
I'm looking at all the new canon basically right now on my other screen.
I remember when we originally started this, my original plan was to do them all in order, and then I realized there was like 36 of them. And I was like, well, we won't get to Light of the Jedi for like 6 years. When I was like doing the math in my head, I was like, that's not happening. We're just gonna pick and choose which ones we want to read. I was like, yeah, we'll do them. And then I was like,
and then the Vader run that you had us read.
The comics?
Those were fucking good.
My guy Moment. I'm hoping Moment shows up.
First time reader, those were good. It was cool to see Tarkin face off against Vader on like, all right, I'm hunting you, you're hunting me. Let's see who wins. You think Vader's got it? Tarkin still has him at the end.
I'm hoping Moment shows up in High Republic.
I would love it if Moment showed up.
His helmet's there, and it possesses Jedi. Have him fucking possess someone during one of these High Republic books. This was a good time. I enjoyed our book club time.
I agree with you. I always look forward to it.
Is that? I knew you were gonna cry.
What? Oh my
I
god.
knew you were gonna cry.
What? Oh my goodness.
Cry. Someone cry. Let's make this emotional.
Let's make this emotional. Come on, guys.
Like I said, it's not.
It was
ending.
said that
Season
you would
finale.
destroy the other Star Wars book clubs, not go on hiatus.
Can we talk about how they all started after us?
Yeah, let's
True.
talk about how Nerdist and
Nerdist ripped us off.
fucking
We were petty.
Nerdist goes ahead and is like, "Hey, join our Star Wars book club," and it's like right after Cut the Sith has a
They
successful
started
week.
after us.
And John Jackson
stole our
Miller
book.
John Jackson Miller liked our tweet, and then
Yep.
Nerdist was like, "Oh shit, these Cut the Sith guys are really gaining some traction. We better just smother them
And
before
I
they can
want
do
to say
anything."
they
Oh,
went
no.
and started reading one of the books we did, like Master and Apprentice or something. And I was like, excuse me? Excuse me?
Pardon.
Like, listen, we were at war with them for a while, and I like to say we won.
I don't know if we won, man.
I would definitely do this again in a couple weeks, with Colin helming the ship, even though he doesn't want to do it.
Listen, I'm fine to keep doing this, but maybe less frequently, and I don't want to pay for Zoom anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put it on YouTube anymore.
Fair enough.
I'm fine with reading the books and talking to you guys about the books on a set schedule. That's why I was like, Facebook group, we just go on there and talk. We can go on, I think Discord has a video chat. We can go on there and talk. But I was like, we don't need to fucking upload this shit to YouTube anymore. Fuck that. Who wants to become influencers? Not I.
Not I.
Not I.
That's too strenuous of the job.
I tried to be a YouTuber for about like a month when I was doing those
You
comic book
were still
reviews.
eating it up too. You were like, I'm ready to conquer the fucking world.
I did. Because there were like 30 people watching my videos at one point. It was a pretty high number. That's double digits.
Damn.
I
That's
don't
popular
know
over here.
30 people, so I was like, whoa. Listen, I walked off on a good run.
I'm looking at our Instagram right now. You did good, Colin. You did good.
You done good.
Instagram, you might
You
be back
done
on
good.
Instagram.
Colin's Instagram.
I have one guy that actually is a fan of us. He always messages me on the account. He always likes all my stuff. He's always talking to me about the books.
Nice.
So we have like one
There
legitimate
was someone
fan.
out there.
I thought we had 2 legitimate fans, and I just found out it was like Alex's new girlfriend. I was like, ooh, this person's also liking all our posts. I was like, oh, it's Alex's baby mama. Never mind then. So we have one real fan. And I cherish him forever. But yeah,
Kept the boat going.
all good things must come to an end.
That's true.
Any
Well,
final words before we sign off for not the final time? This is an indefinite hiatus. We will be back eventually.
See you soon, everybody.
Steve, you got any final words?
May the force be with us.
Fucking final words, you asshole. And those are my final words.